have come down to Tijuana, this is your first time, and you're young, you're in your 20s, you just turned 18, and you don't really live close to TJ. Actually, you have to drive or travel for a few hours down here. You belong to a very religious family, or for some reason, simply you don't have time. You only want to come here, do your thing, and go back as soon as possible. So, this is the place for you. The place for you is the Adelita Club or Adelita Bar or Adelita. That comes from the name Adela, which in English should be Adele. Okay, and it's one, no, not Adelita, so Adelita. So, well, let's, like I was saying, you um, catch a taxi, just, or yes, order your Uber, and the Uber app, you will go ahead and type in Adelita Bar. Okay, and you will select that. It will charge you less, well, less than $3. It's a 5 minute, 6 minute trip. So if you take a taxi here in Tijuana, you will find the word taxi plus the word libre. Libre means free, but not, that doesn't mean it's for free. It means that it's free to go wherever you want, whatever you pay. Because there's the other kind of taxi that it's pool, right? It's a carpool. You have to, it's a route taxi. You have to pay just a little with a lot of people. But if it says libre, that means it's only for you. All right. So if the trip takes longer than 6 minutes, that could be some kind of situation right there. All right, so they leave you at the door of the Adelita Club, and you have to bring your ID, obviously. Okay, you come in, and you will see a bunch of beautiful females around the place, and minimum clothing with all the lingerie and everything, and you will pick one. Well, you will just try to ask how much will be. The starting rates are in $80. Then you will ask her to go. You may ask her questions. If they try to charge you more than $100, if you want to pay that, well, that's your money. I mean, but trust me, if you will pay $100, that's because that's the most beautiful woman you have seen in your whole life, right? That's the only reason that you will pay that kind of money. The maximum that you will pay should be $80. And the hotel room, I have not ever done that. Pay a lady of those particular places, right? You have to go. Well, you pay, and you have to pay your hotel room. That will be half hour for $15 or $20. Okay, and well, you do your thing. That should last at least 30 minutes. Okay, and then when you finish, literally you finish, you say goodbye, and that's it. You don't have to walk in the girl back to the actual bar. By the way, you have, this is the mechanism, right? You ask the girl, she says yes. You have to tip the guy of the door. You have to give him $1. Um, and they give to the girl a bata. How you say bata in English? Some kind of cover, poncho, whatever. And then you go upstairs and you do your thing, right? Like I said, if you're a religious guy that lives with your parents, you're very young, you have two jobs, you study and you have a job, you have to go back home. Well, take your taxi. By the way, you don't have to buy a beer at all. You don't have to pay for anything at the little club. All right, and that's the quick tip for that particular bar. The reason that I have recommended you that place, it's because in that particular place you cannot actually start a conversation with a girl. Let's say that you walk in and you want to actually speak with her if you know some Spanish, because trust me, the only thing that these girls know in English is just to charge. All right, you will not have a good conversation. So this is not a good place to speak with women. Actually, it had happened to me. The only time that I had go there, I invited a beer to this girl, and she looked walk away. Well, she asked me, "You want to go to the room?" And I said, "How much?" And she told me the amount, and I like, no, I cannot pay that. That's my whole salary for 4 days. So I said no, and she left. And this is what all my friends say, right? You cannot do that. You cannot have a good time in the Adelita bar unless is that a special girl that she really wants to hang out. But most of these girls at this particular place, they don't really want to hang out. They just want to go to the room and that's it. And we cannot blame them, right? They get well paid for doing that, and that's the kind of format that this place has. All right, so you left to home quick. All right, now we will talk about the most popular place in Tijuana, and trust me, not only in Tijuana, but in Mexico, and trust me, not only in Mexico, but in the whole world. I have friends that they had worked in these places as waiters, bartenders, the cleaning guys, and the people from other places of the world, not only from the U.S. but from Europe. Okay, they have tell them, man, I have visited a lot of places in the world, including Madrid, España, Philippines, Manila, Thailand, Colombia, yes, Colombia, and Las Vegas. And man, here in Tijuana, it's the best experience that you can have from all these places already mentioned. So yes, it's not my word, it's the opinion from people that they have traveled to all these places. I have not traveled to any other different place yet. Yep, I'm planning to do that in the near future. Well, the mid time future, 1 year from now. So yeah, this place is Hong Kong. The Hong Kong strip club is the best place on earth. This place, under regular circumstances, they never close. Literally, they're open 24/7. Okay, so right there you will find the best, most attractive woman. They are as good than in the Adelita club. That, by the way, they're separate. Let's say 25 meters away from each other, 25 yards, right? So, well, right there, what it changes is the atmosphere. In the Adelita club, you guys walk in, there's music, but there's only one pole, probably two, and the girl's waiting for the client, and that's it. And the Hong Kong, you will find the girls dancing, a lot of girls dancing as well, in bikini, lingerie, light clothing, and well, you will be amazed. The girls right there are beautiful, excellent. They do drink with you. They do try to chase you to go to their room, but you may say no, and there will be another girl that will accept to speak with you, have fun, ask some questions, have a good time, and everything. And then you decide to go if you want to go to the room. Same prices from the cheapest. They have offered me $60. Still, I have to say no. That's not very cheap for me. Um, the only time that I had the money, it was my birthday. I was willing to go to the room with one of these girls, and my friends they didn't want to stay, so I had to go to another regular place. What happened? They were with their girlfriends, and they didn't feel good at this place with all the naked girls around. So well, I understood, and I decided to leave the place with them. So going back to the Hong Kong. All right. As well, you have to bring your ID from at nights, especially Friday and Saturday. They um, charge. The cover is one beer, so they give you most of the times a Heineken beer, and they charge, I believe, $7. Okay, and then you go in. If it's Friday or Saturday, trust me, you will have a very hard time to find a table. But if you wait, you will find one. They will give you one. Okay, so the mechanic it's different than the Adelitas. The Adelitas is very limited. At the Hong Kong, you may drink with the girl. The beer for the girl, it's $8. Okay, the place, by the way, the place is awesome. It's very elegant. It's nice, very nice place. Okay, the drink for the customer it's $7. The drink for the lady it's $8. I'm talking about beer, tequila, margaritas, sweet drinks, you name it. They're $8 as well. Okay, the bucket of beer it's I'm not sure, but that's expensive. As you can see, that's something that I can't pay. Um, if tip, if you guys do your math and everything, and you believe you're paying too much for a beer, buy a bottle of any liquor. It will be better. Okay, so well, that's all right. So you can drink with the girl. You may take the girl to what is called the lap dance. You know that obviously. Okay, that's $21. $1 for the guy that is taking care of the boots. I don't know why, but there's someone. Well, I have realized why. There's something taking care of the boots right there, and you have to give him $1. There's and then you pay to the girl $20. The lap dance, if I'm sure that will last two songs. Okay, and you have the right to do whatever the girl wants, right? If she allows you to touch her, you will. There's no problem with that. If whatever the girl allows you, always request to the girl to be totally naked. All right, they have to take the clothes out all the time. Okay, at least for seconds, but they will give you a good lap dance. Any girl will do this. Okay, there's another type of actual room. All right, that's called the VIP room. In the VIP room, you will pay $85. They will give to the girl between 5 and 7 drinks, and she will. It's a room, right? You will have a couch, a sofa, right? TV, which by the way they will not allow you to turn on because it's a glass uh, it's not a room with walls, regular walls. It's those are that's glass, right? So if you turn on anything inside, they will see you from the outside. It's a very good experience. Yes, I have paid for that, not only once but several times. The thing is that the girl will be very what? How can I say it? Very she will treat you as a king, right there. She will allow you to do everything that you want except that what you're thinking. Okay, if you want to do that, she will charge you another $80 at least. Okay, so if you have the money, if you believe she deserves the money, you may pay for that, all right? Or if you don't really want to live this VIP experience, it's a good experience, all right? The girl, by charging the $80, you will want to go to the room straight. You will be saving money right there. If you just want to be with the girl one on one, if you know some Spanish, right? She will just treat you like a king, and then after that, the VIP experience has to last from 30 minutes to 1 hour. That will depend on the girl. All right. So right there in the Hong Kong, they have all the liquor that my neighbor. Uh, they will have all the liquor that exists. All right. All the whiskeys, all the vodkas, everything. The beer, it's limited. They do have American beer, but not all of it. All right. The only Mexican beers that they have managed are the actual. It's called now recently. Heineken bought the Cuauhtémoc Moctezuma holding, right? This Mexican beer. So for you will find Tecate, Sol, and Dos Equis, Indio. Those are like the major beers that everybody will really ask for, right? You will not find any Corona in none of these places. Okay, no Corona, no Modelo, no. Mm-mm. Like I said, in none of these places. That's because uh, we have, well, here in Tijuana, the Tecate, we call it Tecate company, right? They have a better deal with all the places right here. And the I'm sorry, Corona Modelo Group, they're on the central part of Mexico, so that's why it's more like a region thing, alright? So the region for here for Tijuana, it's uh, Tecate, okay? All these beers that Tecate company. It has three names: the Tecate company, not official; the Cuauhtémoc Moctezuma, right? That manages all these beers, including the Gringo beers, Coors Light, and probably another one of that company, right? So I believe that's well. Let's just stop to talk about beer. You don't. It's important, but not that important. All right. So that's the second place, Hong Kong. All right. Same thing. Out from the border, it's a 6 minute trip. Independently, if you came out from the regular San Isidro border or from the New Pet West border, 6 minutes. It has to be less than 10 minutes. Okay, obviously, if the traffic doesn't move, that's because, but it has to be less than 10 minutes. Okay, so now let's talk about Chicago. Chicago. Let's see. Well, the Chicago bar is a scale down of the previous two mentioned clubs. Okay, is they do have the VIP. They don't have a regular lap dance of $21. At least They never had offered me that. The beer for you, it's a little bit cheaper. The girl for her, the beer for her, it's a little, it's kind of the same price. They have less girls. They're, they have pretty girls as well. hmm The whole experience, it's if you want to save a few bucks, that's the place, Chicago. If you brought your free change right here to spend, go to Hong Kong. These three are the only three places where gringos go. The Zona Norte is called the zone is called Zona Norte, which zone means zona, and it's called La Cahuila, which Cahuila is the main street right there. This area is full of bars, a lot of bars. But these three are for gringos, meaning that the music will be in English, the prices will be in dollar, okay, and right there, it will be easier for gringos, all right. The rest of the places they only have Mexican music, okay. The atmosphere it changes. The atmosphere will be of just a regular Mexican cantina with gorgeous women. All right, I believe the only two places that they do have gorgeous women are Chabelas and Tropical Bar. The woman right there, I mean, that's something else. All right, I'm talking about for cantinas. Then you have La Gloria. La Gloria, it's a bar for, they have tropical music, Mexican music, tropical Mexican music. Yes, that exists. Okay, and right there, it's two scales down, all right? The woman right there is like the typical Mexican looking woman, uh, kind of short, dark skin. Um, Not all, but most, right? And there's another place called La Malquerida. La Malquerida bar. It's for more for locals. They do have Mexican music live. They do have cute ladies, all right. But and this is the place where it's more like a nightclub, regular nightclub, combined with cantina slash everything, slash a strip club, slash everything. Okay, so those are the places in Zona Norte. Okay, the way to go back to the border is just ask for the Uber in the app. Okay, the taxis right there, they will try to charge you at least $10. With Uber, with no dynamic rate, will charge, as we know, will be like $3. Okay, the taxis driving by will charge you 5, probably $6. But the taxis that are parked right there, the yellow caps, will try to charge you $10. So right there, you may decide. All right, if you're in a hurry, you really need to go, pay the $10, no problem. They will treat you very good. Okay, and the yellow cops are very clean. That's that's the thing. All right, I'm not saying that the other ones will be nasty or things like that. No, but the yellow taxis will they will smell good and everything. Okay, well, so yes, briefly, let me have give you a very quick resume of what I said. So, yes, if you need to go back to your house quick, all right, uh, Adelita, okay, Adelita Club is for you. If you come with your friends and you want to have a good time with your friends and working girls, Adelita, it's not your best option. All right, Hong Kong and Chicago are. If you know more than just the basic Spanish, Tropical, La Gloria, and the Malquerida Club. The rest of places are small Mexican cantinas. Okay, so well, that's the video for today. Thank you for watching. I will really appreciate you guys for watching this video. Okay, if you would like to give me a donation on PayPal, to just make sure you select the appropriate currency. I believe it is not in US dollar, it's in Mexican pesos, MXN. That means Mexican pesos, all right. And I cannot change that in the configuration, or I don't know how. So if you don't want to do the math right there, yeah, change that to that currency to US dollars, and you may deposit me, all right. And I really will thank you for that. I need money in these days. I lost the 60% of my income, and I need money. All right, not only for doing that. Okay, I have other needs. Obviously, I have to pay a lot of bills. So, or well, not a lot, the same bills that I had already that I was paying. So that's today's video, guys. Have fun, safe, so you can calm down here, right? So if you have any questions, leave those